And I was a second lieutenant too, Colonel Clark, so I'm happy to be. It's a great honor to be here today, and I've only been here in town about 30 minutes, and they've already put me to work, so I appreciate that very much, and I want to thank Earl, I want to thank you, Bert, again for your generous donation of this monument. We appreciate it very much. I think over the years, as you go back and take a look at what's happened in your lifetime, you said certain things were sort of highlights. And if you've been in politics like I have, lately I've been more on the, Jay Leno and Dave Letterman and things like that. In fact, I'll be on Letterman Monday night if you can't sleep. And Suddenly Susan and Saturday Night Live. It seemed like, reminds me a lot of Congress. So in any event, I've been called many titles, including congressman and senator and Republican leader and all those things, but I guess when you add it all up, sort of the most important title is where you're from. I'm a Kansan. I'm proud to be a Kansan. And there are a lot of Kansans here today. I met a lot of Kansans. And Colorado used to be part of Kansas, so. And maybe secondly, to be a veteran of the 10th Mountain Division. And I've often wondered, in fact, it's the way that, and I know there are a lot of other veterans here, probably in other wars, or families of veterans, and so we're all sort of here in the same spirit. I always wondered why, coming from the flatlands of Kansas, I ended up in the Mountain Division. I mean, we had fence posts, we didn't know what skis were, and out in Russell, Kansas, out in that area. But I was assigned to the 10th Mountain Division. What Colonel Clark didn't tell you, before I arrived, that when you first wanted to get into this division, you had to have 2 letters of recommendation to get into the Army. And that was, I think, an indication of how unique this division was. Now, when I joined, they just wanted warm bodies and second lieutenants. And we were coming out of Fort Benning and going to Italy, and we were assigned to the 10th Mountain Division because the company commander there had been wounded and the platoon leader had been killed. And it was a very interesting experience. But the men of the 10th will always be heroes in my book. And nothing, sort of lift your spirits. I remember a lot of things about the campaign, a lot of good things. I remember falling off the stand in Chico, California. But like a good 10th Mountaineer, I got right up and went back up again. But I remember seeing 10th Mountain people wherever I went. Somewhere out there would be somebody who was in the 10th Mountain Division, or a widow of a 10th Mountain Division veteran, or children, or somebody that knew about the 10th Mountain Division. And I promised them that our next reception or next reunion would be in the White House. Now, I can't do that right now, and probably won't have a chance to do it later. Well, there's still Elizabeth, but maybe we can work out something later on.